In Nigeria, remember you did not give them party jollof before they remember how aesthetically pleasing your location was. How was your first night as a married couple? No, it's my wedding dress. It's gonna cost $1 billion. You will be tired. Your tired will be tired. Anybody that wants to come and do hope, hope, hope. It's very important that you do not marry a wrong person for you. Did you guys fight? People say intending couples always fight when planning the wedding.
Sex will die.
There's a marriage after the wedding.
I fell incredibly ill that night.
Draw your ear. Don't book anybody based on any bloody recommendation. Hey.
I'm just saying.
Look at me. You don't need to apologize. They were mean. You are showing up for who? You are using all your life saving for who? People that forget you.
They are just coming there to eat. The walls of Jericho did not fall. It was standing up.
What is the advantages of choosing an outdoor wedding?
God turned up the heat.
I feel at peace and I feel satisfied. Stop! Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, I'm Lydia Stanley, and with me here is my beautiful husband, Mr. Nonso. Yeah, you're so beautiful, baby.
Hi everybody.
You know when you're too handsome, you just become fine.
Please don't set me up. Wash, it is all wash, but thank you.
In today's video, we are going to be answering some questions that was sent in like immediately after our wedding.
Yeah.
I asked you guys if you guys had questions for us, and there were actually a lot of questions.
So many.
We're just going to boil it into one, and hopefully that answers every one of you that had questions on budget.
Yeah.
So, what did it cost you guys all approximately funds-wise? And did you have a budget?
We didn't have a budget going into the wedding, but approximately everything cost us about 4 million.
When he said we didn't have a budget, he meant that we didn't have any money saved up and set aside.
Yeah.
Or
we didn't date for so long where we already had we are saving towards a wedding.
We could have waited and saved though, but that was not our plan.
That was not the plan.
Yeah, like
I didn't want to wait.
What I'm trying to say is we did not have any money set aside that this is
our wedding funds. No,
that we're using for our wedding. How we did our wedding was, number one, we had a lot of help from family. So,
especially our parents.
Yeah,
we have to make that clear.
Yeah, we have
Mostly
to make that
parents.
clear. His parents and my parents really came through for us. And we made sure that whatever we were spending on was very well within our means. I'll say like an example, my wedding dress. When I was about to look for my wedding dress, the dresses I was seeing were about 800, 900,000.
Million plus.
Million plus for what I wanted. But I had to look down like, okay, how can I cut the cost on this dress? How can I still get my dress to look really pretty how I want it, but still save me a lot of money? Because that thing they tell you about that dress just being for that day, it really is just for that day.
Really
Before now, if you ask me, I'll be like, oh God, no, it's my wedding dress. It's gonna cost $1 billion. It's not worth it. Trust me. Just make sure that you get someone. It's my regular guy that sews my dresses that made my wedding dress.
It's crazy too because wedding dresses are not reusable like suits.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's just that one day and that is it.
It's my wedding day. It has to be perfect.
I'm just saying, like, if you can save cost on your wedding dress, do it.
Save cost.
Save cost.
So like he was saying, our budget, our total what we spent was about 4 million, and
more than half of that went to food.
Was on food.
More than half.
That's
I mean
literally
more than half.
We made sure that our guests were fed and fed and fed. We didn't cut costs on feeding.
On food.
In Nigeria, remember you did not give them party jollof before they remember how aesthetically pleasing your location was.
I'm telling you.
So you better save money on elaborate decor. It really made sense that we had our wedding in an outdoor, a very beautiful park here in KD.
Garden. So it saved a lot for us on decor.
On decoration, yeah. So
do you know how much it is to rent flowers for your setting? And
those table setups. That's another hidden cost that people don't like.
Crazy. So we having our wedding outdoors, we basically
paid the money
Yeah,
for
we
the flowers,
did.
but
Small setting,
yeah.
but you know, the flower everywhere also made it more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it cut down cost on the money we would have paid the decorator to decorate an entire hall, because the hall would have just been a square, right? Like just a, the decor would have been what would bring it to life. But with this one, it was already naturally beautiful. We just put in a bit here and there. So like if we're trying to break down the cost for them, my dress, everything costed about 300 to 400K totally, from like ordering the lace and stuff.
Our venue, as
was
beautiful as it was in the video and the pictures, only cost us 250,000 plus chair rental and everything. Maybe rounded up to about 300. Everybody in Lagos, people should cry, cry, because there is nowhere in Lagos that's possible.
I think it also helped that we were in KD.
It helped a lot.
I think that helped because a lot of things were way more affordable.
It helped a lot.
Yeah. So and then food. Like
our parents came through for us a lot on food, and plus also us too. Like we had so many options. People ate 2-3 times and they still took a lot more.
My mom had. How did we choose our vendors? Maybe we should just talk about that now that we're talking about the budget as well. Sure. And then another person asked on like what they can save on, what they can cut.
It's all the same. It's all budget.
So I'll just talk about it here so that we can, move on. I initially wanted to have a planner, but something happened down the line and it didn't work out. It was no fault of mine or maybe even hers, but I ended up having
communications just broke down.
Yeah, it was just very stressful at some point. So we ended up having to plan it by ourselves. So how we did it was we worked with people that we knew. First things, we would advise you not to cut costs on. Like there's no question on cutting costs. Is your memory preserver. So you see your pictures, you see your videos. Do not joke with the quality. Do not go to your church and book somebody that records video during church service for your video wedding.
Do not.
A good videographer.
Go to a professional. Go to a professional, somebody with good eyes.
Yeah, a creative too.
Creative person.
The videographer we use, a good videographer would capture you people in the most beautiful way that you will not even know was possible. An example is when I was working to meet my husband, right? All I needed to tell this photographer, first of all, the videographer, before we came, there was Elijah, that's his name. Elijah, capture our love.
And
that was all I needed to tell him. And he delivered 110%.
Can I just say, he did all of that without actually being in our way. We didn't feel the stress. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are people that will be taking pictures or videos and they'll be in your they'll be in your face with the camera.
Do you know there were people around us? I don't even know people. There were
actually few people like that were trying to almost get in our way.
Like, can you allow us get married?
So you have to get somebody that.
I was saying an example was when I was working. Yes, I'll leave my vendors in the description. Maybe not vendors, just the photographer and the videographer, because the other ones that cooked and decor are here in KD. But I'll get to how we source them, so you can get what I'm trying to say. When I was walking down to meet my husband, there was a shot where everybody was shooting. If you've seen my vlog, where I was walking to meet him, that shot there, you can see that the trees and the flowers were not as beautiful. They were mostly, because they just freshly trimmed them, so they were mostly just stones. They have not put in the decor there because it was still in the morning. But this guy went the other way and was against us. So you would even see him in my vlog. I'll try to look for that clip I'm talking about. You will see him in my vlog where Sandra was helping me record.
His angle was beautiful.
His angle was just so beautiful. It captured me walking, captured the garden, the trees behind me.
Captured my reaction perfectly.
You don't see goosebumps on my body.
No.
Our wedding has finished now, but every time we watch those videos, we go back to that day.
It's perfect.
We look at our pictures, we go back to that day. Deep photos from our... Somebody was even making a joke and saying that at this point, it's going to be our
family photographer.
Our family photographer. Like when I'm pregnant...
I wouldn't mind.
Low-key, I would not mind. It's just that now he's in Lagos, but
Deep
who knows
very,
where we'll
very,
be.
very talented.
He's so talented, my goodness. Deep knows the micro expressions. Deep captures it.
He knows how to catch perfect moments.
The micro expressions, he captures it perfectly. So that's what, if you take anything, we didn't cost on that.
We did.
We're not looking to say, oh, price that, oh, who is cheaper.
Trust me, people will have opinions. Like, don't tell them the prices of those people because they'll tell you, there's this brother in our church that will do it for 2,500.
You record?
He
record in the church. He will do it. He snaps us pictures. The one that snaps our GO.
Please.
Our daddy GO is picture.
Please do not compromise.
Don't try it, my dear.
On three specific things: food, pictures and video. Everything else
can be compromised.
You can.
A good videographer and photographer will make your location look beautiful.
Suits as dash. Please put a picture of myself. As dashing as I looked,
so fine.
50K.
His suit was just 50K.
I did not go to get a
Chucks
designer.
is really talented.
Chucks is good.
Chucks is
if you're in Kaduna, look for Chucks.
He can even make your dress.
And he'll travel. I'm telling you, the guy is really
He's
good.
Very good.
50K. I didn't go to get a designer for 500 or 250. 50K, and we all look dashing. My younger brother was my best man. He looks really good.
Even my brother too was among his groomsmen. Their suits each cost 50,000.
Look for good, talented people.
At some point, I wish I was wearing suits there because their own was so easy to make.
Look for good, talented people.
That's what we'll
that will not break your bank.
And another thing that is very important that I noticed throughout my wedding process is, if you're somebody that wants your wedding to trend, is on Bella Niger, is on Insta blog, is on Wedding Digest, is on Just Married, Black Couples, this one. There are certain vendors that are in their circle.
Yeah, they have their own vendor.
Yeah, and if you don't use that vendor, you will not trend. And those vendors are very expensive.
Incredibly expensive.
Like, if you have the money, please, why not? It's your big day.
Yeah.
Spend it. We just saw that video of that woman, that bride that went to meet her husband on a boat.
That was crazy. I really liked
that
it.
That thing
gave
me goosebumps. I said, you are just flaunting your money and your wealth at this point.
But let me say something. I need to say something though.
Yeah.
Our wedding was affordable, and we still published on Pulse Nigeria and some other pages.
Yeah.
Because of the attention to detail we put into the smallest things.
And
it was not the most expensive wedding. And our vibe, definitely.
Just because of our vibe.
We didn't have the most expensive wedding, but we had the vibe that we wanted.
We celebrated our love.
That is all you need to do. Celebrate with your person.
You have to be creative too. How was your first night as a married couple? Was it everything you expected? More. You know those they used to write in French.
More. Les homo.
So, talk, baby.
No, it wasn't. I fell incredibly ill that night. The sickness came from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Let me tell you something. The stress leading up to, babe, mad. The stress leading up to the wedding. And you know what? I didn't fall sick till we got to the hotel room and I took off my clothes and immediately your mind will process, okay, this is over.
That's finished. All the months.
I just fell ill like that. Thank God for this girl for taking care of me. But she gave me meds and I fell asleep. I woke up around 2 o'clock. This girl was twerking with Big Brother housemates.
I was in the mood to party, baby. You know, if you see my vlog, you knew I was in the mood. Like I was a dancing drive.
Definitely, it was. No, the after party was crazy.
Yeah.
And we did it with our very close friends, intimate people.
So that vibe now still stayed.
It stayed, the stock, and I wish I continued, but man.
They were having their last party in BBN Niger, and I turned on the volume. Not really high because he was sleeping.
You woke me up now.
Having fun. Is it me that woke you up?
It's you.
I thought you woke up to check on your newly wedded bride that you abandoned.
Your newly wedded husband that was sick in bed for. No, but
the next day.
The next night was everything.
Incredible.
The next night was everything.
The wedding night, I feel like, is overhyped, it's overrated.
You will be too exhausted.
You have the right to make it what you want. You will be tired. Your tired will be tired. Anybody that wants to come and do hope.
I'm telling you, forget it. Everything. If you planned your wedding yourself, if you're involved in every single thing, I promise you,
especially if you planned your wedding yourself,
you will be too exhausted to go crazy on each other. Let's break that stereotype right now. Wedding night
It's just wedding night.
It's just wedding night.
It's just the night
you
that
could be too tired to do
all.
anything.
That's all.
Maybe it's just also, but
any
like,
night you want to consummate your
please,
wedding.
you're married. Go ahead.
Night.
Exactly.
So,
but that night,
that day of the wedding night.
Wait, we woke up very, very early, but like what, 4 o'clock to get ready.
Yeah,
you go to church,
4.
you do this, you do that, then you stay at the reception, do after party. By the time you're coming back to your hotel, it's 9 o'clock from 4 a.m. And you think please, we did our best.
Next question. Is sex really enjoyable? Because I heard it's painful.
Should I be honest?
Yeah.
Sex, we die. Wait, let me educate these people. Sex is amazing, whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
Sex is awesome, but I promise you, sex with your person is the most amazing thing in the world. I promise you, when people say that, young people be like, yimu and everything, but I promise you, if you find your absolute person, nothing else in the world beats that. Nothing else in the world beats that. Right now, all of you are doing Olympics on the bed. People are trying to show out, show off, show out. People are flinging legs,
all over.
doing this one.
There's a kind of feeling that comes from being in sync with the person.
Reassurance, commitment, love. Sex is a whole other
level.
Like
your mind is not thinking of any other thing. Your mind is not distracted by anything else. You're there. It's like when you're having premarital sex or like they like to call it
you feel judged.
Fornication. You'll be feeling bad.
You feel judged.
You'll be feeling guilty. That's another distraction on its own. But in marriage, it's like, nah. And this person probably is a virgin. And the first time is definitely...
Sex is painful too.
Yeah.
Depends
the first time is going to be painful.
It depends on your situation. Some people don't actually experience pain their first time.
Yeah.
It can be painful during your first time, losing your virginity, hymen breaking and everything. It can be painful when you're with someone that has zero technique. It can be painful if you have any kind of medical...
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, it was not painful. It was very enjoyable.
Sex with the right person is the best thing in the world. That's all I have to say.
I just want to say congratulations, honey. Congratulations to you both. God bless you guys. Amen. Thank you so much. Did you guys fight? People say intending couples always fight when planning the wedding.
We didn't fight, but we had a lot of misunderstanding. And I need for people to understand this. Planning a wedding has to be the most stressful thing. I don't know about having kids because we don't have children yet. We didn't have kids outside of relationship. But planning a wedding has to be the most stressful thing. And see, I've never felt stress like that to the point where you have neck pain, back pain, like you're waking up every day with anxiety, tension, headaches for days, or not like it comes and you're having headaches for days. Planning a wedding, and imagine doing that with somebody you're not sure about or somebody you're not in love with. The only thing that kept us is because we were sure about one another. There was no uncertainty. No uncertainty. Like no matter the disagreement, no matter the misunderstanding.
We kept saying, oh, this is just because of
there was
wedding.
No, oh, yes.
After
there was no,
wedding.
Okay, am I sure I want to end up with this person?
Yeah.
There was none of that. We just knew, see, after this day ends, the stress is gone. And for real, the stress has been gone. Like that very day, that's where the stress died. I'm telling you. So, yes, we had a lot of, it was a lot, especially
with like the list,
the guest list.
Just agreeing on stuff.
Because whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, you're still two different people.
Yeah, and we had even minus 2 of us. We had so many people's feelings we had to take into consideration.
Our parents,
our
relatives,
and
the
stuff.
church.
Church. Oh,
because somehow they want to put themselves into your wedding, and church, I mean that in
church,
the.
If you can, low key, high key, middle key. If you can skip church wedding, enjoy it.
Please do it. I'm telling you. Bring a special pastor. Bring a special pastor to your court wedding, because we even did that.
Yeah,
we had a pastor that came and blessed our rings and for our court wedding. But
when you say special, like just bring your own pastor rather than the general pastor that will be at the court.
The church wedding was really the church
that was
planning,
another stress on itself.
Going to all those meetings and everything was really stressful.
Yeah. They told us to summarize how many books. Oh God. Let's talk about another question. How has the experience been like? It has been amazing.
For real.
Like married lives, we die.
When you're younger, you don't think about it. I know we are still young, and a lot of people be like, you're not still there. But seriously,
nobody can. Once you wait for your person, it's very important that you do not marry a wrong person for you.
Because you're worried about marrying.
It's very important that you do not settle.
Don't settle.
You don't settle for anybody that's available because you're worried about marrying later because you think this person has money, he will take care of you and your family, or material reasons or fickle reasons. Until you are sure. Before meeting this man here, I always say it, I didn't think marriage was for me.
Me too.
I genuinely felt like I was among the people that were not meant to get married.
I would like to apologize to all the exes I told that I don't want to get married. I just didn't want to marry. Let me not say that. I'm just saying.
Look at me. You don't need to apologize. They weren't me.
No, but that's the thing. Because you will be like, I beg, marriage is not. But once you meet the person, there's no doubt. I've never felt this sure about anything in my life.
Every single day I wake up and I just say, wow.
I swear.
Like, wow. We go through the most tiniest and the most biggest oppositions together. Like, we are holding our hands, we are praying, we are tackling it each day. And I know,
a real team.
and I know now, yes, a real team. And I know now it's just two of us. With time, kids will come. And I know God will help us navigate that as well. Just the mere fact that I know I'm going to be there for him forever. He knows he's going to be. Are you going to be there for me forever?
Facts.
Say it.
I will be here for you forever.
Love you. Just those mere facts is all you need, and it's been amazing so far.
It has.
How did you cope with anxiety and funding wedding plans, please? We funded the wedding plans. We already answered that already. Just try to not do part yourself. There's no need going to
Don't be in debt at the end of your wedding. Your stress that you're supposed to live on that day will continue.
There is a marriage. Yes, there is a marriage after the wedding.
There is.
You whose life will start after that wedding. Like, after that wedding day, you don't want to be thinking how you pay 1 billion naira to anybody.
We also need to say this. While we're planning our wedding, we're also trying to fix up our house.
Yeah.
So if we had overdone ourselves, after the wedding, we'll just come back to a very trash place.
We'll not even be able to even stay.
That's what I'm saying.
No
like,
painting,
plan.
No nothing.
Don't be like, that day everybody must hear who marry.
You are showing up for who? You are using all your life saving for who? People that forget
they are just coming there to eat. I'm telling you, they are just coming there to eat.
Don't even waste your time, because I'm telling you, people are bad and they are just coming there just to. Some of them don't even like you as they are coming here. And how I coped with anxiety was just telling myself that day will come and go. It's gonna come and it will
There's
be
an
in the
end
past.
to it.
Yeah. I kept looking forward into
and then you're
marriage.
Reassured that the marriage will not carry that stress and that anxiety.
Yes.
Because if you're marrying the wrong person, you will not see the end of the stress that you're feeling.
Marriage is just you and that, like you and your. It's only me and him that is in this house.
Facts.
If this man beats me, or if he's mean to me, or if we are not talking, it's only me that will be suffering it, no other person.
True.
All your friends that you are doing guy for, they will not be there.
All of them are pressuring you to stay with that guy that you know is doing that.
They won't be there. I'm grateful for this man. Every day I wake up, everything he does, every way he helps me, supports me.
Oh.
You don't even understand. He holds my hands through every single tiny detail. You want to make sure that when you are looking past the wedding, you're looking at bliss. You're like, I know that after this wahala of pleasing our families, it will become enjoyable.
It's just us.
So
nobody can come and knock here.
Yeah, that's literally.
Except for NEPA.
We've not had any visitors here.
Please, we don't want.
Okay.
People should stay in your houses.
Okay. How do you feel being married, Mama? Expressed in 3 words. I feel at peace, I feel happy, and I feel excited. What's the word I wanted to use?
In Ajum, is it not you that is coming up?
Satisfied, at peace. What are the 2 words?
I don't know, dear.
I said 2 now.
You said at peace, you feel excited, and You feel properly banged. I think that's what he said.
I feel
properly. Properly. Oh, that's your business.
Stop now, let me say it again.
Ah, yeah, say it.
I feel at peace, I feel very grateful, and I feel satisfied. Stop! What was your most challenging experience through the wedding?
On that wedding day, my most challenging experience, to be very honest, is trying not to beat up the DJ. Oh my God. Okay, see. Maybe one other thing you should not compromise on.
He's a good DJ.
He's a good DJ.
And
but make sure you listen to the DJ.
Draw your ear.
Because this guy came highly recommended.
Don't book anybody based on any bloody recommendation. If you have not attended a party that this person played at, do not book the person.
Okay.
Sorry, baby, calm down.
This guy, okay. Do you understand our walking in? We're trying to walk in.
Our dancing in first entrance.
This guy was nowhere to be seen. He went to go and eat.
At our first entrance.
Where his job.
Our first dance, romantics as we are, this guy he said he downloaded the song. Because actually that weekend there was no network, Shai.
No network in Kaduna.
But left aside, you are a DJ, you're supposed to have a way to get the song.
I had to go into town to download the song, and I gave it to him.
And he still didn't play it.
Priscilla, shout out Priscilla and Rotimi.
It's Priscilla that had
Priscilla had to go and meet because Priscilla saw my face, the way I was staring at the guy. My babe was like, babe, look at me.
I was trying to calm him down.
I was getting angry. Priscilla had to go there and like, guy, what is this? And give him the song.
She had to play it from her phone. That was how we now dance.
I've forgotten the song.
Connected
the
song. One boss.
It's Johnny Drill, but he played the wrong. The one he played, people were just like, I'm looking at this guy like, see, thunder with fire. That time I was just focused on my wife. I didn't care about anything.
My most challenging time was when they told us to dance in front of the church.
Oh yeah.
That time was after we had signed our certificate. They said we should come and stand. As for a new couple, let's stand. Let's
face the church.
Let's face the church.
And let the pastors come and greet us.
Only the pastors were meant to come and greet us, but somehow the entire church. We were shaking and hugging and having coronavirus mind in our head. Minus the whole energies we had to exchange with. Low-key, I think that's what drained you. Because even after that wedding, we kept having flashbacks. Like me, I'll be lying down and I'll feel people coming at me.
I'm telling you.
Because it really felt like they were all coming at the same time, and it was very, very scary.
That was
the most challenging for me, Sha. How did you end up picking the perfect wedding gown? Who made your bridal hair? It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you. A lot of questions were about my hair, how I settled to do my natural hair. And I'll just say this one thing. I just wanted to present myself as me to my groom.
Fresh.
Like me. Nothing is covering my crown. I wore my crown proudly for all my events. And I made a covenant with God. That's the more important point. That I was going to wear my hair for my events.
Look at all the weddings from the intro to the court wedding to the white wedding. It was all her.
And don't get me wrong, I have no issues against wigs and stuff. I mean,
she's always wearing.
At those days where they were my most special, most intimate moments, I wanted to not go with anybody's hair on my head rather than my actual crown. So, and I just browsed on or did my research on very simple hairstyles. I mean, for my court wedding, I rocked bantu knots. I was so scared for that because I kept browsing to see inspo bridal bantu knots, and I saw nothing online. So
and she came up with a very beautiful one.
Yeah, and it was really nice. And then my wedding, I'm a simple girl too. I think that's also something that helped. Like thinking about it, it's like, well, I want to stress trying to make sure that my lace was laid throughout, or that I'm not sweating it out, or do you get like my hair is curled perfectly? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd rather go with me that I've always known all my life rather than something I'm unsure of.
Yeah.
So on your wedding day, a tip I'll advise you to do is to show up as yourself and nothing else. If you've never fixed a frontal in your life, there's a reason for that. Stick to what you know. Don't go and fix it.
Your lace will be like
yeah, don't go and fix a frontal that day, and you probably don't know.
So bad.
Yes, you probably don't know, and you look back and you don't even recognize yourself. Look back at your wedding pictures and be like, yes, that's me.
And her makeup were actually very neutral.
My baby girls, yeah, I wanted to be me.
Yeah, you didn't put like blue and like really.
I wanted to be me. Why you say blue? Because there's blue on my eye right now.
No, I'm saying like, I'm saying on the wedding day that you did not over.
I get you. Yeah. Another thing is, I wanted my baby girls to see their mom's wedding pictures and be like, oh, see, mama wore her natural hair.
Yeah.
My own afro is good enough. My natural hair is beautiful enough. Because they're always trying to put down African American hair, put down afro hair, put down black hair, put down black gorgeousness. And I wanted to show everyone, even my baby girls in future, that your hair is more than enough.
It is.
It's unique, it's beautiful.
I love her natural hair.
More than, he loves it so much.
I really do. Beautiful hair.
And then for my dress, I ended up picking the wedding dress in components, because when I started picking out my dresses, oh my God, it was the narrowing down process was a lot. I had folders upon folders on my Instagram, on my Finsta, on my phone. There were folders upon folders upon folders. But at the end of the day, I'm like, see, all these people, all these gowns, all these elaborate things are nice. But what do you really want to be? How do you really want to show up as? Number one, we're having our wedding in a garden. I didn't want no...
yeah. Something you couldn't move around.
Snatch dress that I could not move around in. I didn't want no dresses that I couldn't kneel in when they say kneel in the church or dance or something. Yeah. And then number two, I knew I wanted really long sleeves. I love really long sleeves, like the ones that come all the way down to my... You've seen my dresses, so you know what I'm talking about. I love those kind of sleeves. And I wanted my sleeves to kind of be inspired by my mama's glove. You know these white gloves they wore in those days? So that's why my sleeve came all the way there. Plus, I'm quite insecure about my arms.
Which you shouldn't be. I'm saying. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be.
I'm quite insecure about my arms. So I didn't want to be worried about no angles and, who is capturing my arms and who is... So sleeves were best for me. And then lace and the style as well. The lace, I chose something with a very simple design because that's me again.
Tell them the real truth why you chose the way you sewed your wedding gown.
What was the real truth?
It showed itself in your after party, after your...
Oh, okay, we are getting there now.
Tell them why you sewed it the way you sewed it.
I needed freedom to move.
Okay.
I needed freedom to move. And then my main silhouette for my main wedding dress, I needed to be comfortable. I told you I was going to wreck you. You thought I was joking.
Okay.
You thought I was going to be shy.
I didn't think you were going to.
I chose a silk dress for my second outfit because I needed freedom of movement.
She needed.
Yeah. I needed flow, rhythm.
You guys have seen the videos now.
Not the one that I'm trying to do that and then my dress is like you're not moving.
You'll be stiff.
Yeah, so that's it. That's how I ended up choosing my dress. And my silhouette too. I'm quite a shapy girl and I didn't want to. And tall too.
She is.
So I didn't want to wear a ball gown that would cover up all my figure. Probably even make me end up looking bigger than I actually was. So something that was figure fitting, not tight, but you will still see my figure from it, and that was how I ended up choosing my dress. So.
Major thing, comfortability.
Yes, show up as your most comfortable self. Those are 3 things I'll tell you. Show up as your most comfortable self, show up as your most sexy self, and show up as your most simple. Simplicity is bliss.
It's timeless.
You would look at my pictures in 10-20 years time and you will not say, what in the circus name is going on here? You won't say that about any of my pictures, any of my bridesmaids. But when you see my pictures, you just say, she's pretty. Okay.
something there.
Chichi. So yeah, that's how I ended up choosing my dress. It was a long,
This guy cried almost every night. Shout out to her designer. That guy, see, get you somebody that is patient.
Yeah, he was really patient.
She was crying almost every night.
And you know, because of my attention to detail, like I really regretted that I could not sew for my wedding because I would have sewn my dress to perfection. Yes. Because I didn't have to stress anybody with my makeup. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I wish I had that. I made my glasses, I made my bouquet. I wish I had that for my dress. But it's good. Everything went beautifully. I thank God.
It really did.
Okay. This person asks, what did you love the most about your wedding?
I loved everything about the wedding.
Yeah.
It was the day when me as a man, I stepped up and I said I wanted to share my life with this woman. I loved everything about the wedding. And you have to love everything about the wedding. For real. He's still part of our day. So it's a good, at least we got a good story out of it.
Yeah.
I loved everything about the wedding.
Yeah, everything was really amazing. But what I loved the most was when I saw you.
First time.
The first time.
Yeah, that was
like
actually
you were so, I could feel you so much. Like I couldn't control all those expressions. I was like, I couldn't control myself because I could feel
that moment is very underrated.
It was too magical.
People don't talk about it.
Especially like it was too magical. There's no words to explain. That was my most favorite time.
That was crazy.
When you turned and you were like, oh, I didn't know what to do. Did you both write your vows? Also, I want to say you're really beautiful. Thank you.
We are not Americans there. Nigerian churches won't let.
Nigerian churches
some
will
churches.
Say, some churches, it's not some churches. Nigerian churches will say, repeat after me.
Repeat.
I do take you.
I do take you.
I.
This as we search your name.
I, Lydia Stanley.
According to the word of God.
According to the word of God.
Submit myself to you.
Submit myself to you.
To be wife to you.
To be wife to you.
Lydia Stanley, Chukudebe.
Mokua.
Do ye take?
Do ye take?
It's
the worst thing. Who pleaded that
it is so mechanical, and they don't understand how important.
How special it is.
Because
to them, it's kind of like a ritual now, or
it's a ritual,
or something that they are used to. Let's just do this and let's just do it.
Do it the way it's always been done.
Yeah. No, don't corner. I said, let me play a song walking down my aisle. They were like, nope.
Nope.
Praise and worship. Hey.
You make me wonder.
Baba, I wonder. So, wanted to write vows as romantic as we are, but we said our vows to each other privately.
Yeah, we
so
actually did.
Cool.
We did.
Cool. When you were giving Hobby lap dance, why didn't you allow you to stand up? Hobby.
What?
Hobstar.
Wait.
Lover.
Wow.
Why didn't you allow me to stand up?
Leave me alone. I wanted to disgrace with my family. See, okay. How do I put this gently? In the most PG-13 way. The walls of Jericho did not fall, it was standing up. That's the most Christian way I can say that.
Hey, butterfly mommy. Hi, boo. Missed you a lot. You're gorgeous and I love you. God bless your home. Amen. Thank you. How was the wedding night for you? Y'all did it or were y'all counting money? We had people for that. Yeah. My sisters helped with the money. And then you already know how the wedding night went. So.
We are still receiving money if people want to send.
Please, ask for our account.
We are still receiving.
You know, we are still married. We are still newlyweds for the next 4 years. Did you like your wedding dresses? I loved my wedding dresses.
I loved them too.
Your wedding dress is your reception dress is very unique. I haven't seen anyone wear it before.
That's our creativity. All came out from our head.
You just have to be creative and be you. Don't do anything because I'm tired of Nigerian weddings looking the same.
Same, yeah.
Do you get? Because that's the same thing too with the church. Like the same thing they've been doing for the past 100 years.
We did not try to go against the grain or against the norm.
We're just
true to our own vibe, like, and that's what came out of all of it.
Yeah, like what do we like? What kind of ambience do we like? What kind of situation do we enjoy? That's what we did. We're not trying to act. So be you. Don't listen to so many opinions.
If your vibe is club vibe, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't listen to so many opinions like, oh, do this, do that, do that. at the end of the day, you look back on your wedding day and you will not like anything about it.
The thing we heard almost every day close to the wedding is, this is how it is done. This is how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's supposed to be done. At the end of the day, we did what we wanted. Everybody came, they had fun, and they left. And we have our memories.
Yeah. Was it scary for you taking off the garter because of your African parents?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Our parents, one thing they knew about us from the get-go is that we always do what we want. And
but we always do the right thing.
We're always responsible is the word I want to say. So on that day was our wedding day. Why would we be shy? He wanted to do it. He has finished praying. He has finished doing everything. Rightfully. Why would we be shy? And they let us do our thing. They are not pretentious people.
Yeah.
I think that's very important.
They didn't do, you can't do this because of elders are from the church or deacons. If you don't want to stay, go.
And crazy thing, all those twerking videos, our parents were still around there.
Yeah.
They let us do our thing, but they were still
after we did everything for them, like in the church, our reception was our own.
Not even the after party was our own.
I go and do what you want to do. You guys are married. And
no questions. I just love how you love each other, and it's even more exciting.
Thank you.
Because I've followed the journey from scratch. Happy for you, butterfly. Thank you. What is the advantages of choosing an outdoor wedding over an indoor wedding?
There's only one. Your pictures and your videos will be mad.
They'll be very clear. That's the
very clear. That's the only advantage.
Every other thing.
Heat go worry you guy. Okay, wait. Let me just you. If you're not in a cold place, like let's say Jos or abroad, please
don't try
indoor wedding.
And the crazy thing is, when we were going there, every time we went there, it was cool.
It was cool. It's almost like, like the weather was very favorable. It was nice.
That day
God turned up the heat. Because we actually prayed.
What is the advantages of choosing an outdoor wedding over an indoor wedding?
There's only one. Your pictures and your videos will be mad.
They'll be very clear. That's the only
very
advantage.
Clear. That's the only advantage.
Every other thing.
Heat go worry you guy. Okay, wait. Let me just you. If you're not in a cold place, like let's say Jos or abroad, please
don't try
indoor wedding.
And the crazy thing is, when we were going there, every time we went there, it was cool.
It was cool. It's almost like, like the weather was very favorable. It was nice.
That day
God turned up the heat. Because we actually prayed, okay, God, we don't want rain. God, I got you. Say less.
Say no more.
Oh boy. And you see the rain that fell like 2 days after that day. It was crazy. But that day was really, really hot. Temperature was hot.
Another person said, I just loved how different your wedding gowns were from the norm. From the norm we are used to, even your hair. Be yourself, boo.
Thanks.
Thank you. So my loves, that completes the video. I hope hearing about how we've answered, we always will be honest with you. We don't hide anything. We are very open books. So I hope our answers will help you hopefully in the future when you're having your wedding, or if you're about to have yours. We wish you all the best. If you have any more questions, I am my now YouTuber husband.
Hey.
We'll be in the comments answering all your questions. So don't forget to leave them. And you already know, leave them with your butterflies. Okay? I'm going to see you lovelies in my next video. Until then, stay beautiful. I love you.
Bye.